my batch and to share my experience in the senior high program in Southcrest. So I think the best way to start is really placing myself where I was back then. And I really remember back in high school that I was actually dreaming of transferring to a different senior high school. I wasn't gonna stay in Southcrest. I was planning to go to Ateneo, and in my mind, it made sense having a foot on campus. I felt as though that would give me a leg up, especially given that it was my dream university. But now, especially looking back, I really know that my decision to stay in Southcrest was ultimately the better choice for me, and that Ateneo could really wait for me muna. And thankfully naman, they did wait for me and accepted me years after the senior high program. So looking back at my experience there, I really could say that Southcrest was able to give me the necessary skills and the necessary training to really prepare me for what my college life was going to be like. And they were able to do this all while being also an environment filled with a lot of support that was very much open to growth in various forms, whether it be through our failures in many different ways or our many triumphs and success within the programs and our different academic strands or projects, etc. And I really remember that from choosing the strand that was best for me, from preparing for my entrance exams and all the way up to graduation, I was really grateful to feel this amount of support and this really essentially this group of or this community of people who were rooting for me every step of the way. So again, that's like our mentors or our junior high teachers or even the teachers we encountered in the senior high school program. So looking back, and I think Celine also talked a little bit about this, it was challenging. Senior high school was a completely new experience to us, especially having teachers who were actually professionals who would, I guess, apply real world disciplines and skills given the topics or courses they were teaching us at the time. So this could be like our marketing research teacher, for example, who taught us how to conduct proper marketing research, or our entrepreneurship teacher. And for STEM, of course, they had a real engineer, I believe, Mr. Vechano, like they had an engineer teaching them, which is a completely new experience for us. But it was a lot of fun. And finally we were, I guess, able to learn beyond the usual textbook and really see how these disciplines are applied in real life. And through these experiences, I really felt as though I was able to take a lot from these discussions within the classroom, but also really learn various skills beyond the textbook nga. Especially like what Miss Mitzi was also sharing earlier about our art class previously. So a lot of those pictures were from our batch, and we were really exposed to another world of another discipline, for example, which was really great. So now entering my college life or in Ateneo, I really actually felt quite comfortable with the new environment or the switch to college life, especially with our professors, the different learning styles, the different disciplines we were learning. And I really believe that it was given that we were able to be supplemented with a lot of these basics that we got out of high school as well as senior high school. So it wasn't really too difficult for me to, I guess, adapt. And I actually came in with more skills and knowledge than what was needed for my own course. So I was able to apply these disciplines to, let's say, org work or extracurriculars, etc. So I guess just to sum up that long sharing session, I think I could sum it up in two main points. First and foremost, I really feel as though I was able to gain a lot of the necessary attitude, skills, and knowledge that again may be considered as basic, but these were really essential to me, especially in learning how to be more independent, learn how to think in different ways through different perspectives, and really apply all of this along with my second point, which is really having that necessary support I needed at the time and at that age to really make these big decisions that continue to really help me grow and develop as an individual. So yeah, I think that's all for my sharing and my senior high school experience. And thank you again. I give the mic back to Mr. Vetcha. Thank you so much.